Favre dashes inside, puts up a shot.
Oh my goodness!
We're tied!
Are you kidding me?
1:38 to play! 4 on the shot clock. Honey's going to have to drive in and make a play. In traffic, threads the needle, and it's in! Imani Honey, a big play. Deep.
No foul.
Devia, long 3 at the buzzer. The National Park Nighthawk women have knocked off the #1 team in the country. Down goes #1 Arlington Baptist. The Nighthawks win. Live from Oakland Foundation Gymnasium on the campus of National Park College in Hot Springs, this is National Park Nighthawks basketball on XZero Sports, the next generation of Arkansas sports. Good evening, Nighthawk Nation. I'm Mark Oliver. Today's game is a presentation of the following sponsors: Allen Tillery Auto Group, Allen Tillery Chevy Buick GMC powering today's broadcast, as well as Tillery's Towing, celebrating every Nighthawk dunk and big play in tonight's game. By First Security Bank, supporting Nighthawk athletics this season, and CHI St. Vincent's, cheering on the Nighthawk women and men in tonight's contest. After a 5-point loss to North Ark last Thursday and a 1-point loss to SAU Tech on Saturday, the Nighthawk women are right on the cusp of turning the page late in the season. With 3 games left in conference play, NPC controls its own destiny, starting with a crucial matchup against the University of Arkansas Cossatot tonight. It's a chance for revenge for the Nighthawk women, who dropped a 66-59 decision to the Lady Colts on the road earlier this month. Behind leading scorers India Atkins and Imani Honey, Coach Marvin Moody's Nighthawks are looking to turn up the heat and slide into the upcoming NJCAA Region 2 tournament. In front of a packed house here in the Kettle, it's the Nighthawks and the Lady Colts going to battle next, right here on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Success comes with many challenges. At National Park College, we've created programs that provide the tools to meet those challenges. Experience a university atmosphere at half the cost. Visit np.edu today and find your path.
Each day in Arkansas, many athletes and coaches are overcoming the odds and accomplishing great things in their communities. Whether it's a prestigious award, excellent community service, or overcoming a personal challenge. XZero Sports wants to recognize the brightest stars in Arkansas by sharing their stories online for the world to enjoy. We call these people XZero Heroes, and we believe their stories should be shared with the world. Nominate your XZero hero today by visiting us at XZeroSports.com.
here at the Kettle, the campus of National Park College in Hot Springs. It's game time. The National Park Nighthawk women going to battle against the Lady Colts at the University of Arkansas Cossatot, making the drive up from DeQueen and ready for a very crucial conference showdown. As we begin tonight's game, National Park is on the outside looking in the NJCAA Region 2 conference picture. They're looking to make a statement tonight after 2 close losses in a row, looking to get back in the win column here at home. Starting things off for the Nighthawks, Jade Vavra, as the Nighthawks win the opening tip-off tonight. Fehrenbacher drives to the hoop, puts it up, and it's in. Count the bucket, there's a foul. That's the first points of the game for the Nighthawks. Liliana Fehrenbacher. Just so happens that Liliana Fehrenbacher is also your featured Nighthawk player for today's game. Coming up at halftime, we'll talk to the former Jessieville Lady Lion and see what her story is all about, what she brings to the team. And she's got a few shout-outs for her loved ones as well. That's at halftime. Don't miss it. So Fehrenbacher puts the Nighthawks on the board early 2-0. Nighthawks stay with the rock here. Here's Vavra. A long three. Won't go. Rebound, India Atkins. Stays with the home team. 9:25 to play here in the opening act. Atkins driving, feeds one out to Imani Honey on the inside. There's Vavra on the move. Under the basket, she's fouled. Nighthawks headed to the free throw line for the second time early here in the first quarter. 9:18 to play. This time it's going to be Vavra. First free throw is good for Jade. Jade Vavra sinks them both. National Park College, one of the top free throw shooting teams in the nation. They're 9th in the country, 14.9 per contest. Quick 4-0 lead to start things off here. Loose ball's going to go out of bounds. It's heading back to National Park. Nighthawks with a quick start early here. And I believe the officials got it wrong. It's going to be Cossatot Rock here with 9:03 to play. Kaylee Brooks to bring it in. Quick turn for a 2, won't go. Rebound is up and in for Brooks. And Cossatot's on the board, cutting the lead in half. 4-2 ball game coming the other way. Atkins to the hole, a quick 2. Double zeros on the board. The freshman from Bryant. That one's intercepted. Imani Honey to Atkins. A little bit short off the glass. No good. Atkins fighting for a loose ball. Will be charged with a personal foul. That'll be the first foul against National Park College today. And Cossatot brings it in from the baseline. Kiera Jackson. Jackson inside as Michaela Scott. Here's the trap from NPC. They'll get it into the front court, and Asia Jefferson. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It'll stay with the visiting Lady Colts. Glad to have you with us on the broadcast this evening, whether you're a Nighthawk fan, a Colt fan, or just a basketball fan in general. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're excited to see. We'd love to give you a shout-out on the broadcast. And Asia Jefferson with that bucket for UA Cossatot, pulling the Lady Colts within 2. It's 6-4. 8:15 to play. Nighthawks moving the rock well. Top of the key, Sierra Trotter. Honey feeds Fehrenbacher on the inside. She's swarmed over to Jade Vavra. Thought about a 3. Dashes inside. 3 on the shot clock. 3 for Trotter. It won't go. Atkins fights for a rebound. Doesn't get it. Goes to Kaylee Brooks. Here come the Lady Colts trailing by 2. Saved a near loose ball there. Fed around the top of the arc, Jasmine Ellison over to Kiera Jackson. From the wing, long 3, it's good. Anasia Jefferson will give the Colts their first lead of the ball game. First tray of the game. It's a 7-6 lead for the visiting Lady Colts. 7:26 to play here in the first quarter in Hot Springs. Fehrenbacher underneath, fed out to Trotter. She's wide open for 3. Looking to answer. A little bit too hard, won't go. Rebound, Jasmine Ellison. Jackson quickly into the front court for the Colts. Wheeled around, long 3, Ellison won't go. Rebound, Trotter. Here comes the home team. Cross court to Vavra. Back to Honey. Honey over to Trotter. And she traveled. And turn it right back over to the Lady Colts, up by 1. We'll see Kyra Hargrove check in for the first time today for Nighthawk Nation. She replaces Sierra Trotter. 6:57 to play in the first. Back and forth we go. On the move, the Lady Colts around the perimeter. Jefferson, little stutter step, floated down low. A hand on it from Fehrenbacher. The loose ball picked up, and now there's a foul. Looks like this is going to be on Imani Honey. It's going to send the Lady Colts to the free throw line for the first time today. Second team foul for National Park College. It'll be the first on Imani Honey. At the line, number 22, Kaylee Brooks. First free throw is good. Brooks looks to make it a 3-point ball game with 6:37 to play here in the first. Count the bucket. 4 points for Kaylee Brooks here in the early go. Honey across the timeline, 6:30 to play in the first. Hand off to Vavra. Looking for the equalizer. She's got it. Vavra was on fire from three-point range on the road Saturday in Camden. The Nighthawks fell in a heartbreaker by 1 to the Lady Rockets. Vavra, the team's premier three-point shooter. A big bucket there to tie things up. There's a loose ball picked up by the Nighthawks. Here comes Hargrove coming the other way. Across the floor, Kyra dished out to Atkins, and she stepped out of bounds. A near save for 0-0, and we'll reset. All tied up at 9. 5:55 to play. While we've got a moment, we'll see Essiana Bennett, the tree, step in for Nighthawk Nation. Fehrenbacher takes a rest. 5:45 to play in the first. We're all tied up at 9. Scott on the inside feeds Jefferson. It won't go. Rebound Nighthawks. Hargrove, little stutter step into the front court's Imani Honey. Honey spins in traffic, loses the dribble. Atkins saves the day. Honey down low to the hoop. It's up and in. That breaks the tie. It's the first points of the day for the sophomore, Imani Honey. .508 to play. Kiara Jackson calls the shots front and center to LaQuisha Clark. 10 on the shot clock for the Lady Colts. Long three, in and out, no good. Saved by Jefferson. Put back ties the game. Seven points for Jefferson in this one. Carrying the team early. Loose ball out of bounds. It goes back to Cossatot. All knotted up at 11. A crucial conference matchup between these two rivals. Clark, manned up by Atkins. Now dashing inside, has an opening. Floats one up sky high, and it's going to sail on in for 2. LaQuisha Clark for 2. It's a 13-11 lead for the Lady Colts. Here's India Atkins to Honey for 3, and that one is right on the money. 5 points for Imani Honey. Coming up on 4 minutes remaining in the opening act, and what a battle it's been. Fed off to Clark on the wing, guarded by Kyra Hargrove. We've got a timeout. UA Cossatot, we'll take it with them. 14-13, Nighthawks by 1. We're back after this. It's Nighthawk basketball on XZeroSports.com. Special thank you to Kaylee Walker helping us out on camera this evening. Glad to have you on the broadcast as well. Nighthawk basketball on XZero Sports, the official home of Nighthawk athletics in 2021. I'm Mark Oliver. UA Cossatot trailing 14-13. They've got the rock here. Just under 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Long three coming down, and it's in. Michaela Scott on the board for the first time today. A big three-pointer to regain the lead. 2-point ball game. Hargrove and the Hawks looking to answer back here. Favre thought about a three, a little bit too deep for her. Atkins and Hargrove trade the rock up top. Pressure defense, 10 on the clock. Fed out to Honey. Honey's going to have to drive and look for something here. Posts up. Atkins, a long two off the front of the rim. No good. Picked up by Jackson, and now we've got a reach-in foul charged to India Atkins. The third foul for NPC here in the first quarter. Jackson's going to bring the ball up. Guarded by Jade Favre. That one nearly intercepted by India Atkins. Turning, firing, and it rolls in and out, no good. Loose ball picked up by Kyra Hargrove. Here come the Nighthawks. She's trapped. Gets it away to Favre. Favre dashing up the floor here. Fed over to Honey. Honey inside. A floater. Sky high. Off the rim. No good. Rebound goes to Clark on the run. 2:32 to play here in the first. Out on the wing. Long three on its way. Too short. Loose ball. Saved by Essiana Bennett. India Atkins charges up the floor. Got a mismatch coming into the front court. Out to Favre. On the wing. Wide open. Too hard. Honey gets the board. Puts it up in traffic, and it's good to tie the game. 7 points for Amani Honey. As we approach 2 minutes remaining here in the opening act. Jackson drives. Puts that one up a little bit too hard. Hargrove's in the right place at the right time to secure the board. 1:50 to play. Honey, inside Bennett, turns in traffic, she's fouled. Be signaled on LaQuisha Clark. Her first, team's third. Coming into the game for the Nighthawks is sophomore Katie Walthall. I'll give Favre a breather. For the Nighthawks, it's Hargrove, Walthall, Honey, Atkins, and now Essiana Bennett at the free throw line. Free throw good. One more come in for Tree. Bennett makes them both. A 2-point lead for the home team. Michaela Scott drives the wing. Trying to get inside the perimeter. LaQuisha Clark loses the rock. It's picked up by Atkins. Atkins on the run. Dashing, looking to take it coast to coast. It's poked out. It's going to stay with National Park College. Baseline inbound incoming for Amani Honey. Fed into Hargrove on the wing. She'll dance inside. Puts up a shot in traffic. In and out a heartbreaker. Loose ball. It's going to head towards Cossatot. Clock stopped at 1:21. Coming up the floor, Michaela Scott for the Lady Colts. Lost ball. Picked up by Hargrove. Nighthawks on the move. Hargrove takes it herself. Puts it up in traffic. Can't get it. Bennett, the putback is good. 4 points in the first quarter for Essiana Bennett. Under a minute to play. Scott across the timeline. Lady Colts having some issues hanging on to the basketball here. That one's kicked out of bounds. It's Nighthawk rock. 49.1 seconds left. A 4-point lead for the home team. Some substitutions coming in. Kira Jackson's back on the floor, as well as Anasia Jefferson. Here come the Nighthawks. Clock rolling. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Atkins dashing inside, put up in traffic, it's blocked. Picked up by Jefferson, coming the other way. Lady Colts looking for an answer here, guarded by Honey all the way down into the corner. Jackson kicked out. Kaylin Cheney on the wing. A long two coming down, won't go. Rebound Jefferson's going to stay alive. We've got a foul off the ball. And it looks like they're going to give 2 free throws to Anasia Jefferson. Fouls on Essiana Bennett. That's her first. At the line is Jefferson. 7 points in the first quarter, make it 8. As the Lady Colts pull within 1 possession. Second shot is good. A 2-point ball game in what's been a great contest so far. 20 seconds left. The Nighthawks can hold for the final shot of the first quarter. Honey reading the defense. Drives in. We got a foul on the floor. Be the 4th team foul against Cossatot. Foul's going to be against number 23, Kiera Jackson. That's her first. Nighthawks at the baseline. They'll set it up with 11.3 on the clock. Honey feeds it in, has Bennett. Turns and fires for 2, won't go. Picked up by the Lady Colts. They'll have one last opportunity here. They're going to try to tie the game here. LaQuisha Clark, 2 seconds left. All the way to the hole, and it's up and in. That'll tie the game. After 10 minutes, it's tied up 20-20. We're back after this. It's National Park Nighthawk basketball on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making our...
Start of the second quarter here in Hot Springs. I'm Mark Oliver with XZero Sports. What a game we've had so far, a back-and-forth battle. We're all tied up at 20 as we get ready to start the second 10-minute period of today's game. UA Cossatot tying it up with a buzzer beater to end the first quarter. Kiera Jackson slowly making her way, eyeing the defense of NPC. Jasmine Ellison into the corner as Scott, nowhere to go. Perimeter defense strong from NPC. Jefferson puts up a prayer down low. It's up and it's in. So Cossatot regains the lead, 22-20. 9:30 to play. Honey looking for an opening. Finds Vavra on the wing. Rounding the top of the key, back inside is Honey. Lost the ball, picked it back up, down low in traffic. Walthall, a little floater, won't get it. Honey's right there for the board, puts it up in traffic, gets her own board, tries again. Second chance won't go. Loose ball picked up by Walthall. Vavra, wide open 3. Off the board, no good. Walthall with another rebound, and we've got a jump ball. It'll stay with National Park College. The Nighthawk women, they're rebounding well here early. Trying to win this battle with a bucket. Hargrove dances inside in traffic, looking for a whistle, didn't get it. Out of bounds, it stays with NPC. 8:56 to play. Inside is Hargrove, puts it up, and it rolls on in. The Nighthawks had to fight for it, but they got it, and that ties the game at double deuce. 8:43 to play in the first half. Jackson and the Lady Colts looking for an answer. Long 3 from the corner is Scott, knocks it down. Michaela Scott for 3. A 3-point ball game. Neither team has really had an opportunity to pad the lead at all in this one. Hand off to Vavra. Driving in, has Bennett. She's fouled. Count the bucket. 6 points for Essiana Bennett, who heads to the free throw line here. Let's see if we can get a better look here. Free throw's good. They'll complete the three-point play. That's good enough to tie the game. 3 for 3 from the charity stripe is Essiana Bennett. She has 7 points in tonight's contest. Loose ball picked up by Kiera Jackson. Jefferson trades it off from Michaela Scott up high. 8 minutes remaining in the first half. There's Jefferson a long three. She'll knock it down. Another big three by the Lady Colts. It's Jefferson's second of the game. Favre thought about taking one of her own. Honey and the Hawks moving inside. Lost the dribble to Atkins to the hole for 2. 4 points tonight for India Atkins. The Nighthawks stay within 1. 7:32 to play. Scott drives to the hole. She's fouled. Headed to the free throw line. 6 points tonight for Michaela Scott, a couple of threes. She'll try her first hand from the charity stripe, where UA Cossatot is a perfect 4 of 4 so far in this one. Free throw good. One more coming for Scott. She'll knock him down. 8 points for Michaela Scott in this one as the Lady Colts hit 30. Atkins and Honey across the timeline. Here's Walthall on the near wing. Defense tightening up for Cossatot. Out to Atkins, along two, a little bit too hard. And we've got a foul on the rebound. Looks like this one's going to be against National Park College. Essiana Bennett will pick up her second personal. Second NPC foul of the second quarter. Inside is Jefferson. Nighthawks pressuring. Across the floor is Jackson. Guarded heavily by India Atkins. Nearly loses the rock. And a double dribble. What an effort by India Atkins to force that turnover. 7 minutes remain in what has been a very fun first half to watch. Here comes Imani Honey for Nighthawk Nation. Driving inside, fed to the tree. Bennett won't get it. Walthall's fighting for a rebound, and this is going to be a foul, I believe, against Cossatot. Second team foul against the Lady Colts. They're going to charge Kaylee Brooks with her second personal. Honey to bring it in. Inside, Atkins in traffic. No whistle. And it's picked up by the Lady Colts. Kiera Jackson, trapped. Now Jefferson, a wide open three. That one off the mark, no good. Rebound to Honey. Here come the Hawks. 6:26 to play. Inside, Tree turns in traffic over to Lady Colts. A heartbreaker in and out, no good. Loose ball stays with Cossatot. 3-point lead for the Lady Colts. Kiera Jackson is getting all she can bargain for out of India Atkins. 6 minutes remaining. Jackson is denied, fouled by Bennett. It'll be the third personal against Essiana. Excuse me, they're going to give it to India Atkins, who picks up her third personal. Liliana Fehrenbacher is back in the ball game, your featured Nighthawk player of tonight's game. Her interview can be found during the halftime segment. Don't go anywhere, it's a good one. At the line, Kiera Jackson. Jackson's on the board with a free throw here. And that extends the Cossatot lead to 4. Second free throw is good. On the floor for the Nighthawks, Fehrenbacher, Honey, Vavra, Walthall, and now Jasmine Keener, who will replace India Atkins. A 5-point lead for Cossatot, and I believe that's the biggest lead either team's had all game. Hand off to Katie Walthall up high. Keener dashes inside along 2. Sky high. It's good. The former Lady Knight of Center Point on the board for the first time today with a big bucket. 1 possession ball game. 5:26 to play. Michaela Scott, long 3. Off the rim, no good. Fehrenbacher's going to save it. Here comes Keener. Here come the Nighthawks. Cheney dashes down to defend on Jasmine Keener. Here's Amani Honey. Honey dashes to Vavra. Trying to create a little bit of space here. Honey drives, posts up, pulls up, and knocks it down. 9 points for Amani Honey in this one. It's a 1-point ball game. 4 consecutive points for the Nighthawks. Jefferson driving, turns. She traveled. The Nighthawks have done well to create offense here, whether it be by turnover or just in the rebound game. Substitution checking in, Jasmine Ellison back on the floor for Kaylee Brooks. Here come the Nighthawks. This thing was all knotted up, 20 apiece, starting the second quarter. And as you can see on the scoreboard, back and forth we've been. Down in the wing, Amani Honey. They swarm to her. Fehrenbacher moves, finds a wide open lane in the middle to regain the lead for the Nighthawks. 4 points for Fehrenbacher. Six in a row for the Nighthawks. Starting to heat up here at home. Bounce pass inside. Jefferson will stop the bleeding. We're going to have a timeout. On the floor, UA Cossatot will take it with them. 34-33. Cossatot by 1. We're back after this. It's National Park Nighthawk basketball on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Back here in Hot Springs, I'm Mark Oliver with XZero Sports, 34-33. Lady Colts going against Cossatot, or against National Park here, I should say. And what's been a great game so far. Big conference implications on today's game. Like we said, National Park is on the outside looking in on the conference picture. Cossatot number 4, National Park number 5. NPC would love to make that conference tournament. They're going to need a little bit of help, but it starts here by knocking off the team that's in the spot they want, and that's the Lady Colts of Cossatot. On the inside, that one's tipped, controlled by the Lady Colts, and we've got to travel. 3:46 remaining in the first half. And Monty Honey brings the ball up the floor for the home team. Honey moving. And she'll travel, trying to get it away to Jade Vavra. So back and forth we go, coming out of the timeout, a couple of turnovers. 3:30 to play here in the first half. The Lady Colts with a 14-13 advantage here in the second quarter. Michaela Scott trapped down low with Kiera Jackson. Jackson puts one up down low too hard. Rebound Honey. Here come the Nighthawks speedily into the front court. Feeds it to Fehrenbacher. Fehrenbacher dished out to Walthall. She couldn't reel it in. It will stay with National Park College. The Lady Colts thought otherwise. Imani Honey's at the baseline. Inside, Keener turns in traffic a little bit too hard. Keener's had a few good looks so far in this one. Here's Jasmine Ellison. Ellison backed in. Kiera Jackson. Jackson looks to go all the way to the hole too hard. We've got a foul on the rebound. This one's against NPC. It's going to be against Walthall, her first. Walthall steps out. We'll see Danielle Dickerson for the first time tonight. Cossatot to bring it in. 2:54 to play. Jackson feeds it inside. There's a loose ball. Tipped, but it stays with Cheney now for a long three. Off the rim, no good. Nighthawks getting a little bit lazy on the rebounding here. Jackson goes to the hoop, but she's fouled. There's contact, and now that'll send Cossatot to the free throw line. At the line, number 23, Kiera Jackson. She's a perfect 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. We'll see Anasia Jefferson back into the game for the Lady Colts. Looking to extend the lead. First one's good for Jackson. One more coming. She'll get them both. We'll have a timeout, National Park College. 2:42 remaining in the first half. We'll take it with them. This is National Park Nighthawks basketball on XZeroSports.com. Back here in Hot Springs, I'm Mark Oliver. Nighthawk basketball on XZero Sports, the next generation of Arkansas sports. A 3-point lead for the Lady Colts of UA Cossatot. Coming out of the Nighthawk timeout, let's see what Coach Marvin Moody has drawn up for his Nighthawk women here. We'll have an offensive foul against NPC, and this is going to be going right back to the Lady Colts. Across the way is Kiera Jackson. 2:18 to play in the first half. The Nighthawks are looking to even this thing back up. Here's a long three from Scott. It's good. Michaela Scott's third three-pointer of the game. She has 11, and the lead is 6. Dashing inside, Imani Honey puts that one up, makes it look easy. 11 points for Imani Honey in today's game. Just under 2 minutes to play. Scott's going to fire another three, won't go. Rebound, Jefferson. Put back a little too hard. Here's Riley Layden, who makes contact with Kaylin Cheney. Foul's going to be on Cheney, and it's going to be Nighthawk basketball. First personal on Cheney. On the floor for the Nighthawks, Vavra, Honey, Dickerson, Layden, and Keener. Four-point ball game here, 1:37 remaining in the first half. The Nighthawks feed it on the wing inside Danielle Dickerson. Nowhere to go. Back up high. Vavra for three. It's good. Jade Vavra has her second tray of the game. That pulls the Nighthawks within one. 5 straight points for the home team. 8 points for Vavra in this one. 1:10 remaining. Cheney on the wing. One of the top 3-point shooters for this program. Long three from Jackson won't go. Honey has the rebound. And now a chance to regain the lead with less than a minute left. Honey dashed out to Vavra. Wide open for three. Too short. Rebound Layden. Keener's there ready and willing for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound Jackson. Here come the Lady Colts. 44 seconds left here in the second quarter. Jackson to Cheney. Long three. It's good. Cheney's on the board with her first three of the ball game. A 4-point lead for the Lady Colts. Game clock is behind the shot clock. The Nighthawks are going to have to shoot here. Honey needing a little bit of space here. Honey, a floater from the free throw line. She'll sink it. 13 for Honey. Final shot of the first half coming up here. 5 seconds left. Dished out in the corner. Cheney driving, kicked out, and that one's denied. Blocked at the buzzer. We'll go to the halftime break with a 2-point game on our hands. Cossatot with the advantage, 42-40. Don't go anywhere. Our featured Nighthawk Player of the Game interview with Liliana Fehrenbacher is coming up next. This is National Park Nighthawks basketball on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Success comes with many challenges. At National Park College, we created programs that provide the tools to meet those challenges. Experience a university atmosphere at half the cost. Visit np.edu today and find your path.
Each day in Arkansas, many athletes and coaches are overcoming the odds and accomplishing great things in their communities. Whether it's a prestigious award, excellent community service, or overcoming a personal challenge. XZero Sports wants to recognize the brightest stars in Arkansas by sharing their stories online for the world to enjoy. We call these people XZero Heroes, and we believe their stories should be shared with the world. Nominate your XZero hero today by visiting us at XZeroSports.com.
National Park Nighthawks basketball is on XZero Sports, the next generation of Arkansas sports. Our featured Nighthawk player of today's game is Liliana Fehrenbacher. Liliana, welcome to Nighthawk Nation. It's been a blast seeing you hit the floor here in the second semester, second half of the school year, and really bolstering this team offensively and defensively this year. Where'd you come from? You just kind of appeared out of nowhere, and we're so glad to have you. How did you end up meeting Marvin Moody, and what was it that ultimately led to you becoming a member of this program?
So I'm from Jessieville, Arkansas, and I have played AAU with Marvin in the past, my 7th grade year and then on up. And so I was looking to go to other colleges, and then I just gave it up, and I was like, I don't want to do that anymore. So then I joined the military, and I came home for Christmas break, and he called me, and he was like, hey, we have a spot. You can come on if you want to. And I was like, yeah, I think I want to play again. So I came, and I'm here.
You've come in and you've made an impact as well. You're a lot of fun to watch. You provide you fill a gap that this team had with a big presence down low, fighting for rebounds, getting down there, put back shots on offensive boards. What is it that you feel like are your biggest strengths that you bring to this team?
I think rebounding or defense most games, and my assist out to the three-point shooters.
Liliana, no question about it, this week is a very pivotal week for you and this Nighthawk women's program as we look ahead to a potential conference tournament bid. UA Cossatot comes home to the Kettle tonight, and I know you've had this circled after losing on the road back earlier in the month. What does this game mean to you, not only personally, but for your teammates as well? How important is this, and what is it going to take for you to be successful and get that win tonight?
Yeah, it was really important because we need a good seed to go into the tournament. But I think that we just need to play like we played in the second half of our last game, and we'll be pretty good. We'll be good.
Let's talk about that a little bit. Close losses on the road. North Ark, SAU Tech, they're both good ball teams, and I know that you want the Lady Rockets back. A 1-point loss is a heartbreaker for sure.
Yes.
What went right in both of these games against good competition? It seems like this team is really starting to heat up when it matters the most.
I think we start out slow, and whenever we start getting momentum, we just keep going up and up and up, and we just don't stop. And some games it's just doesn't come out our way. So
big game tonight. Congratulations on the honor, of course. We're glad to have you as a Nighthawk this season. Is there anybody that you'd like to say hello to who may be watching?
My mommy and Austin and my brothers.
Liliana Fehrenbacher of the National Park Nighthawk women. More on today's game coming up next. This is National Park Nighthawks basketball on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Success comes with many challenges. At National Park College, we've created programs that provide the tools to meet those challenges. Experience a university atmosphere at half the cost. Visit np.edu today and find your path.
Each day in Arkansas, many athletes and coaches are overcoming the odds and accomplishing great things in their communities. Whether it's a prestigious award, excellent community service, or overcoming a personal challenge. XZero Sports wants to recognize the brightest stars in Arkansas by sharing their stories online for the world to enjoy. We call these people XZero Heroes, and we believe their stories should be shared with the world. Nominate your XZero hero today by visiting us at xzerosports.com.
Back here at National Park College in Hot Springs, I'm Mark Oliver with XZero Sports. What a game we've had on our hands so far, a pivotal conference matchup between the number 4 Lady Colts and the number 5 Nighthawk women. 42-40 after the first 20 minutes. It's been a back and forth showdown for sure. Leading the way for the visiting Lady Colts, Anasia Jefferson, 16 points in the first 20 minutes. Michaela Scott had 11 as Scott fires a three-pointer there. Won't go, picked up by the Nighthawks. 4 points apiece for LaQuisha Clark, Kaylee Brooks, and Kiera Jackson. Kaylin Cheney with 3 points in the first half. Jade Vavra fires a three-pointer in and out. India Atkins won't go. Rebound, Cossatot. For the Nighthawks, it was Imani Honey, 13 points in the first 20 minutes. Jade Vavra with 8. Essiana Bennett with 7. 4 points for India Atkins and Liliana Fehrenbacher. 2 points apiece for Kyra Hargrove and Jasmine Keener. Each team trading turnovers and missed shots here early, about 50 seconds into the second half. Glad to have you with us on the broadcast. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're excited to see. Doesn't matter if you're a Nighthawk fan or a Lady Colts fan or just a basketball fan in general. We'd love to give you a shout out tonight. Sierra Trotter fires a long three. Can't break the stalemate so far. A scoring drop for each team here in the third quarter. Just about a minute off the clock here in the third. Fans continuing to find seats here in the Kettle tonight. Big basketball games here in Hot Springs on a Monday evening. Honey inside has Fehrenbacher. Fed back out to Imani. Vavra looking for Fehrenbacher down low. Turns in traffic. It's up and it's in. That's good enough to tie the game. It's the first basket of the third quarter. Fehrenbacher has scored in each of the 3 quarters so far. She has 6 points tonight. National Park, a second chance for Fehrenbacher to play the game she loves. The story that so many share in Nighthawk blue and gray this year. That one knocked out of bounds. Last touch by a Nighthawk. It stays with the Lady Colts. 8:29 to play. We're all tied up. The Lady Colts have had the biggest lead of the night. It was 6 points. But the Nighthawks, each time that Cossatot gets a lead, they find a way to shrink it. Atkins to Honey on the wing in the front court. Nighthawks using their speed here. Trotter maybe a little bit too speedy on that takeoff. $8:18 to play in the third. Here comes Kiera Jackson. Like we said in the interview, the Nighthawks have been heating up as of late. Just a 5-point loss on the road to a ranked North Ark team. And a 1-point heartbreaker on the road Saturday at SAU Tech. This team is ready to turn the page, and they hope tonight is the night. 8:03 to play. Jackson has her hands full. Bounce pass inside Jefferson. Across the way has Jackson. Kiera Jackson driving, looking to create space. She'll win that battle. giving Cossatot the lead. 6 points for Jackson. Here's Fehrenbacher. Thought about taking a wide open three. She's going to go inside, looking for a whistle, didn't get it. Loose ball, Jackson. Cross-court pass intercepted. Picked up by Jade Vavra. Right place, right time for 25. On the inside, Fehrenbacher. She's fouled on the floor. Foul looks like it's going to be against number 22, Kaylee Brooks. Third personal on Brooks tonight. Honey to bring it in. Inside, Fehrenbacher turns a little bit too hard. Jefferson with the rebound, and here come the Lady Colts. Coach Marvin Moody readies Riley Layden to check in momentarily. Ellison fires along two. Off the front of the rim, no good. Fehrenbacher lets it roll out of bounds back over to the Nighthawks. So Layden is in. Fehrenbacher takes a seat. It's Layden, Vavra, Atkins, Trotter, and Honey on the floor for NPC. .7:05 to play in the third. Honey takes her time trying to send traffic in motion here. 6:50 to play in the third. Honey, 10 on the shot clock. There's Atkins. Pulls up for a long three. Off the rim, no good. No one's there for the board except Michaela Scott. Scott, finesse move into the front court. Here come the Lady Colts. Scott for three. They left her wide open. She punished him. Fourth tray of the game for Scott, who has 14. Lead is back up to 5 for the visitors. There's a foul. They'll draw that on Scott. Second foul on Michaela Scott tonight. .6:20 remaining. Kyra Hargrove checking in for NPC. Fed to Jade Vavra. Not a whole lot of room to work with there on that wing. Inside Imani Honey, looking to create an opportunity. Takes it all the way in for two. 15 points and counting for Imani Honey. The sophomore had 20 back on Saturday. Looking to rally her team here in the third. The Nighthawks keying in on Scott. There's a loose ball. Trapped in the corner, they'll reset up high. LaQuisha Clark. Fed on the wing. They left Scott wide open again. It's good. 17 points for Michaela Scott. And the Lady Colts reach 50. Nighthawks looking to keep pace here. 5:22 to play. Honey, out to Trotter. She traveled. Turnover back to Cossatot. Jasmine Keener's coming in for the Nighthawks. Trotter takes a seat. Kiera Jackson up the floor for the Lady Colts. Inside, Brooks out to Scott. A contested three-pointer. And this time it didn't fall. Honey quickly into the front court. There's Vavra. Posts up, wide up for three. That'll cut the lead in half. 3 threes for Jade. It's a three-point game. Jade with 11. Nighthawks are right back into it. Clark looking to float it inside. Scott very dangerous. Only 2 Lady Colts have scored as Scott is going to drain another one. As I was saying, only 2 Lady Colts have scored here in the third. Michaela Scott has 9 out of those 11 points. 6 trays for Scott in tonight's game. Honey drives. Kicked out. Hargrove for three. Off the rim, no good, a heartbreaker. Loose ball, Vavra posts up, can't get it. Honey has the rebound, it stays with NPC. Here's Riley Layden for two, it won't go. It's out of bounds. Cossatot basketball. The lead is 6. That's really the best that either team's been able to do tonight. It's been close since the opening tip-off. Tied at 20 after the first. It was 42-40 at half. Clark to Scott. Long three. Jackson knocks one down. The threes keep falling. 4 of the Lady Colts' 5 field goals here in the third are from beyond the perimeter. That's the biggest lead of the night, 9 points. An errant pass out of the way, intended for Kyra Hargrove. Nighthawks looking to reel it in here defensively. Try not to let this one get away. They need this win. Out on the wing and on the inside, here's Brooks. Brooks to the hole. She's fouled. Headed to the free throw line. Kaylee Brooks is a perfect 2 of 2 from the charity stripe tonight. Looking to extend the lead to double digits. First free throw is good. Misses the second one. Picked up by Riley Layden. A 10-point ball game, and the Nighthawks have to work to come back here. Reach in foul on the floor. This one looks like it's going to be against Kiera Jackson of Cossatot. That's her second. Substitution checking in for the Lady Colts. It's Kaylin Cheney. Honey to inbound at the baseline. Inside has Vavra. Long three, too hard. Keener fighting for a rebound, can't get it. Loose ball, Michaela Scott. Scott, cross court, down low, Jefferson, won't go. Loose ball, Honey coming the other way. Nighthawks are gonna sprint ahead with a mismatch in the front court. Honey, a little bit too short. Picked up by Clark, back and forth we go. It's a foot race, and this one is last touched by Kyra Hargrove, out of bounds. The Lady Colts with a 15-7 advantage here in the third. That one picked up by Hargrove on the loose inbound. Here's Honey. Crosses the timeline, 2:15 to play. Honey scoots over. Hargrove for three. It's good. What a shot by Hargrove. 5 points for the freshman. 2 minutes remaining in the third. A 7-point lead for the Lady Colts. LaQuisha Clark hands off to Scott. Scott has the hottest hand on the floor, and they'll say that Kaylin Cheney stepped out of bounds. It's a turnover. For the Nighthawks, they'll take it. 1:44 remaining here in the third quarter. Jade Vavra will bring it in. Here we go. Honey across the way. Looking to set up the offense here, down by 7. Vavra having some trouble here. Loose ball's picked up by Hargrove. Here comes the trap. Hargrove dashes away, puts it up in traffic, and it's good. Kyra Hargrove coming alive in the third quarter for the Nighthawks. 5 points in a row for the Nighthawks, who trail by 5. Nighthawks trying to watch the perimeter. It has killed them here in the third. Cheney's a little bit too short. Rebound, Brooks, fouled by Layden. So with 59.8 seconds left, that'll send Kaylee Brooks to the free throw line where she's 3 of 4 tonight. In and out, no good. One more opportunity coming for Kaylee Brooks. She'll make the second one. And that pushes the lead back to 6. Let's see what the Nighthawks draw up here offensively. Honey ready to go as she crosses the timeline. 50 seconds left. Looking for some help off of a screen from Hargrove. Nothing going. 10 on the shot clock. Honey drives in, dished out to Layden, looking for a whistle, can't get it. Loose ball picked up by the Lady Colts. Here comes Cossatot. Jackson into the front court. Jackson looking for space. Kicked out. Here's Cheney dashing in. Long three from Jefferson won't go. Layden with the board. Nighthawks can hold for the last shot of the third quarter if they want it. I don't think they're going to. Keener for 3. It's good. A 3-point ball game. 8 seconds left in the third. Long three from the corner. Jefferson, no. 2 seconds left. Half-court heave coming up for 3 to tie it. It won't go. We're headed to the fourth quarter. It's still anybody's ball game. 58-55, Cossatot. We're back after this. Nighthawk basketball is on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
58-55 as we join you here in Hot Springs for an epic fourth quarter coming up here. I'm Mark Oliver with XZero Sports. If you've went the distance in this one, you've seen a good basketball game. And if you're just joining us, hey, over the next 10 minutes, this one's going to be decided. Anybody's ball game as we enter the final frame. Cossatot basketball as we start things off here. Driving is LaQuisha Clark. She's fouled on the floor. Foul's going to be against Katie Walthall. That's her second personal. Walthall's been getting some good minutes in today's game. Had a great rebounding session earlier in the first half. Sophomore putting in work here. We've got another foul before the ball's even inbounded. It's on Katie Walthall again. 2 in a row on Walthall. She has 3. Couple of quick fouls for NPC. Let's see what that looks like later on. Jefferson puts up a prayer. She traveled. That's big news for the Nighthawks. They were down by as many as 10 in this one. They've shrunk that deficit to 3. They've never given up. They've always fought. That one down low, Hargrove was looking for a whistle. It's last touched by a Lady Colt. So here we go. Vavra to inbound. Bounce pass inside has Hargrove. Hargrove takes it to the hole. She's foul, count the bucket. And now Hargrove's headed to the line with a chance to tie this ball game. 9 points tonight for the freshman from Perryville. Off the rim. Scott with the rebound. Cossatot clinging to a 1-point lead. Clark to Jackson. Hargrove providing pressure. Jackson scoots to the hoop. It's up and in for 2. Cossatot reaches 60. 11 points tonight for Kiera Jackson. 9:03 to play. Here's Walthall turning and firing in traffic. Layden's there. She's fouled. Good look by Walthall. Couldn't knock it down, but Riley Layden there with a very crucial Nighthawk rebound. Layden is yet to score in tonight's game. Looking to fix that here. Misses the first one off the front of the rim. Still an opportunity to make this a 2-point game. Missed them both. LaQuisha Clark with the rebound, and here come the Lady Colts. Out on the wing, Michaela Scott. Jackson front and center. Pursued by Walthall on the inside. Brooks, a blocking foul. We're going to count the bucket. That's going to send Brooks to the line for the 3-point play. The foul will be on India Atkins, and that's her 4th. They haven't added it to the scoreboard yet, but I believe it should be there. Should be 63-57. Brooks completing the 3-point play. Here's Vavra for 3. A little bit too hard. Saved by Fehrenbacher. Nighthawks coming back the other way. Long 3. Hargrove off the mark, no good. And it's saved. No, it's not. Back over to the Lady Colts. 6-point ball game. 8:23 to play. Lady Colt basketball. Jackson pursued heavily. Trap defense here. Knocked away by Honey. Amani saves the day. Gets it over to India Atkins. Atkins spins in traffic. Puts up a floater. Won't get it. Loose ball picked up. Nighthawks looking to get it back. Atkins swatting at it. Jackson scoots away. Inside is Clark to the hoop. It's up. There's a foul. 2 free throws coming up for LaQuisha Clark. First free throw is good. Clark will knock them both down. Sierra Trotter is into the game for NPC. Coach Moody down by 8. Has a couple of his best 3-point shooters on the floor right now. Atkins nearly stepped over the backcourt. Honey driving in, scoots the middle, and it's up and in for 2. 17 points for Amani Honey in this one. The Nighthawks looking to get the ball back here. Not much there defensively as the team couldn't get back in time. Honey's got a big rebound. 6-point game. Vavra for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound Jackson. Jefferson trying to reel it in. Now Jackson saves it for the Colts. Clark for 3. In and out, no good. Fehrenbacher has the ball. The Nighthawks have some opportunities to make some magic here. Honey looking to take it home. Up over 2 players, and it's good! Count it, there's a foul. 19 points for Amani Honey. She can reach 20 here. That'll be the 5th foul on Kaylee Brooks tonight, and her day is done. She'll foul out with 7:04 remaining. Brooks exit with 9 points in today's game. Honey can bring it back within 1 score. She does. 5 points in the 4th quarter for Amani Honey. This is her bread and butter. She loves the late game. There's a reach in. We're going to come right down. That should be 5 fouls for NPC, which is going to be free throws coming up for the Lady Colts. Foul is on Imani Honey. It's her second. 7 minutes remaining in this ball game. Clark at the line, shooting 2 for Cossatot. First one's good. Missed the second one. Picked up by Imani Honey. Here come the Nighthawks. 6:54 to play. Inside is India Atkins. Atkins turns and fires for 2. A 2-point ball game. 6 points tonight for Atkins. We've got a blocking foul. That's Sierra Trotter. Trotter collided. That's going to send Cossatot back to the charity stripe. First foul for Trotter tonight. Free throw, good. Second shot, off the rim, no good. Imani Honey has the rebound. 67-64. Favre on the wing. Honey up high. 6:32 to play. Honey driving, looking for an opportunity. Can't find it. Fehrenbacher in the middle. 10 on the shot clock. Inside is Fehrenbacher. Puts it up. Too hard. Saved by Trotter. The Nighthawks get a new shot clock. Honey dashing inside. Posts up. Pulls up. And it's in. 7 fourth quarter points for Honey. It's a 1-point game. Mismatch headed into the front court. Cossatot trying to catch up here. Out of bounds, Nighthawk rock. 5:55 to play. The Nighthawks have been working ever since the third quarter to shrink a 10-point deficit. They're 1 point away. Trotter, wide open for 3. It's good! Sierra Trotter regains the lead for the home team. We've got a whistle, and they're going to say Imani Honey made too much contact coming the other way. Third foul on Imani. That's going to slow things down. That's going to send Cossatot back to the charity stripe. Michaela Scott is at the line, shooting 2. First one's good. 21 points tonight for Michaela Scott as she looks to tie the game here. We're all tied up. Timeout, Cossatot. We'll take it with them. 5:37 remaining in this one. It's National Park Nighthawk basketball on XZeroSports.com.
Each day in Arkansas, many athletes and coaches are overcoming the odds and accomplishing great things in their communities. Whether it's a prestigious award, excellent community service, or overcoming a personal challenge. XZero Sports wants to recognize the brightest stars in Arkansas by sharing their stories online for the world to enjoy. We call these people XZero Heroes, and we believe their stories should be shared with the world. Nominate your XZero hero today by visiting us at XZeroSports.com.
5:37 remaining in this one here in Hot Springs. I'm Mark Oliver, all tied up at 69. The Cossatot Colts, the National Park Nighthawks, battling to the very end in this one. National Park erased a 10-point deficit in the second half to pull right back into contention. Now they're going to try to regain the lead here after a couple free throws tied things up. Honey makes a move inside, pull up floater for 2. It's good. Imani Honey's hot fourth quarter continues. 9 points in the fourth for Honey. She has 24. 5:10 remaining. Every Nighthawk foul means a trip to the free throw line for the Lady Colts. Here's a long 3. Off the mark, no good. Fehrenbacher with the rebound. Here come the Hawks. Inside, Atkins, too short. Fehrenbacher saves the day. Fed out to Vavra, looking to reset up high. They do with Honey. Vavra on the wing. Honey creeping closer to the basket. That one's knocked out of bounds. It stays with NPC. Clock stopped at 4:42. Kaylin Cheney is back into the game for Cossatot. The three-point threat on the floor. Baseline ball with 7 on the shot clock for NPC. Here we go. Inside Atkins, turns and fires for 2. 8 points for Atkins tonight. 4-point lead for the home team. They're trying to get the ball back here. Guarding Cheney. Scoots in, puts it up too hard. Fehrenbacher with the ball. The Nighthawks control their own destiny with 4:15 to play. Honey trying to tick those crucial seconds off the clock here. Desperately looking for a home conference win. 8 on the clock. Dished in down low, loose ball, picked up by Jefferson. Here come the Colts. 3:52 to play. Dished out. Cheney's got it on the wing. Trapped by Honey, dishes away, loose ball. Scott for 3. Off the rim, no good. Vavra, loose ball, picked up by the Hawks. Goes down with it, a travel call. The fans here in the Kettle not fans of the call. Nevertheless, it's Cossatot basketball. 3:39 to play in this one. Lady Colts down by 4. Clark on the inbounds. Jackson on the wing. Here's Scott and Cheney. Long 3. In and out. Rebound, Imani Honey. Cross-court pass. Fehrenbacher, she's fouled. And your featured Nighthawk player of tonight's game is headed to the free throw line. 6 points tonight for Fehrenbacher. She scored a field goal in the first 3 quarters of tonight's game. Looking for her first points of the 4th. These free throws are big. First one good. The lead is 5, which by my calculation is the biggest for National Park tonight. Misses the second one. And here come the Lady Colts. Nighthawks want that rock back. 3:18 to play. Jefferson dancing inside. Too short. Fehrenbacher the rebound. The Nighthawks will try to slow things down. Time is on their side. Honey on the inside. No time to waste. She's fouled. Honey's headed to the free throw line. 24 points tonight for Imani Honey, the sophomore from Hot Springs. She's only had 1 free throw attempt tonight. It was good, though. She's got 2 here. Can hear a pin drop here in the Kettle. First one is in and out, no good. NPC looking to make it a 6-point game. Second one good. Cossatot has shot the 3 ball extremely well tonight. You expect they're going to go back to it here. Fed over to Scott. On the wing, Cheney for 3. Too short. Honey with the board. Stays with the rock. Here we go. Cross court. India Atkins up. Too hard. Fehrenbacher loses the ball. And a jump ball. A late jump ball call there. Fehrenbacher let go, thinking that she was going to get a travel call against Cossatot. Coach Marvin Moody says, hey, get your head in the game. Nighthawks keep the ball. 2:42 to play. Big possession coming up here. Inside Fehrenbacher. Trotter stays with it. 2:35 to play. Floated up to Honey on the inside. There's Fehrenbacher wide open down low. It's an 8-point lead. The Nighthawks heating up when it matters the most. Jade Vavra trying to save it. Couldn't make it. 2:20 to play. Nighthawks looking for revenge after that March 6th loss on the road in DeQueen. The Lady Colts aren't done yet. 2:10 to play. Long three, LaQuisha Clark. We'll have a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. 5-point game, 2:07 to play. National Park Nighthawk basketball is on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
It's a 5-point ball game at 2:07 to play in this one. I'm Mark Oliver. It's been a back-and-forth battle since the opening tip-off in this one. Cossatot was able to boost it to double digits. Back in the third quarter, the Nighthawks found a way. Seems like that's what they've been doing for the past 3 games. They fell short in their past 2, but they're looking to make things right here at home. The home crowd cheering them on, looking for a win to stay alive in the NJCAA Region 2 tournament upcoming. On the floor as we resume play, Fehrenbacher, Atkins, Trotter, Honey, and Vavra. The Nighthawks looking to hang on and end a 3-game losing streak. Under 2 minutes to play. Trotter guarded by Scott, 10 on the shot clock. Atkins driving, loses the ball. Vavra, a contested three-pointer off over the back. It's going to go over to Cossatot. 1:37 to play. Then the Nighthawk D looking to step up. Jackson will bring it in. Michaela Scott has been on fire, nearly unbeatable from three-point range. Cheney, bounce pass down low. Jefferson who turns in traffic, and it's good. Another timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick break. We're back after this. 1:25 remaining. Nighthawk basketball is on XZeroSports.com. (74-77). National Park clinging to a 3-point lead late in this one. 1:22 and counting here in the fourth quarter. The Nighthawks need something here. Fed out to Atkins, turns and fires for 3. She's fouled. And that may be exactly what National Park was looking for here. India Atkins will head to the free throw line for the first time today, and she is shooting 3. 4th foul on Michaela Scott tonight. She leads the Lady Colts with 22. Atkins has 8 points in tonight's game. Make it 9. One more coming for the freshman from Bryant. Off the rim. Number 3 coming up. Atkins got it. 2 for 3. It's a 5-point game. A blocking foul. This one's against NPC. It's going to be on Sierra Trotter. Second on Trotter. That's going to send Cossatot right to the free throw line with no time off the clock. Here comes LaQuisha Clark. Clark is 2 of 4, all in the fourth quarter. First one, no good. One more coming for LaQuisha Clark. Missed them both. Picked up by the Nighthawks. 1:03 to play. They can taste it. That one tipped. Loose ball. Reach and foul. That's going to be number 5 on Michaela Scott. She's going to be the second Lady Colt to foul out of today's game. The leading scorer for the Lady Colts is off the floor. A great game for Scott, who finishes with 22 points. She's replaced by Jasmine Ellison with 58.1 seconds left. India Atkins at the free throw line. First one is good. $11 points for Atkins and counting. Second one, no good. Here come the Lady Colts, 52 seconds left. On the wing is Cheney. Driving, she's fouled by Fehrenbacher. The Nighthawks continue to be a little bit too physical here late in this ball game. They've got us all on the edge of our seats. At the line is Kaylin Cheney. She has just 3 points in tonight's game on a three-pointer. First one, no good. Second shot for Cheney, no good. Picked up by the Nighthawks, 43 seconds left. Vavra and the Hawks looking for the dagger. Honey's gonna hold it. Take those seconds away. Driving in Fehrenbacher. Atkins on the run, too hard, won't go. Colts with the basketball, 26 seconds left. Errant path, it's out of bounds. Now you have to imagine Cossatot's gonna be forced to foul here with 22.6 seconds left. They're gonna go back on defense. Under 20 seconds left. And they're going to back off. National Park's going to win this basketball game. They erased a double-digit deficit. Came back in the fourth, and they're going to win it. Your final score, Nighthawks 80, Lady Colts 74. The Nighthawks end the losing streak, and they're back in the battle for that number 4 seed in the NJCAA Region 2 tournament. What a game, what a win for the Nighthawks. We'll be back after this to wrap things up for the women here in Hot Springs. Don't go anywhere. Nighthawk men coming up next. National Park Nighthawks basketball is on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Success comes with many challenges. At National Park College, we created programs that provide the tools to meet those challenges. Experience a university atmosphere at half the cost. Visit np.edu today and find your path.
Each day in Arkansas, many athletes and coaches are overcoming the odds and accomplishing great things in their communities. Whether it's a prestigious award, excellent community service, or overcoming a personal challenge. XZero Sports wants to recognize the brightest stars in Arkansas by sharing their stories online for the world to enjoy. We call these people XZero Heroes, and we believe their stories should be shared with the world. Nominate your XZero hero today by visiting us at xzerosports.com.
Final score in this one, the Nighthawk women complete the comeback, taking the Lady Colts 80-74, and that'll keep things alive in the conference picture. National Park picks up its second conference win of the season. They'll go to 2-6. Cossatot is at 3-6 in conference play. National Park will also have South Ark coming up on Thursday right here at home, sophomore night, and then on the road, ASU Mid-South on Saturday. The Nighthawks are not done yet in that conference picture, that conference tournament picture, but tonight's game goes a long way in keeping their hopes alive of sliding into that number 4 seed and trying to bump Cossatot out. So we'll be back on Thursday for more Nighthawk women's basketball. It'll be sophomore night. We honor our 3 sophomores, Imani Honey, Jade Vavra, and Katie Walthall. Getting it done for the Nighthawk women tonight, Imani Honey, 25 points in the win. India Atkins and Jade Vavra each finishing with 11. It was 9 points for Kyra Hargrove and Liliana Fehrenbacher. 7 points for Essiana Bennett. 5 for Jasmine Keener. Sierra Trotter cleans up with 3 points in tonight's win. Leading the way for the Lady Colts, 22 points from Michaela Scott. You see him warming up here on the court, getting ready for battle. The Nighthawks looking for a little revenge of their own after dropping to Cossatot back on March 6th. They're back at home, and they're looking for a big conference win also to stay alive in the conference tournament picture. We'll have that game coming up. Tip-off is about 14 minutes away. We'll take a break. We're back after this. It's National Park Nighthawk basketball on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Success comes with many challenges. At National Park College, we've created programs that provide the tools to meet those challenges. Experience a university atmosphere at half the cost. Visit np.edu today and find your path.
Each day in Arkansas, many athletes and coaches are overcoming the odds and accomplishing great things in their communities. Whether it's a prestigious award, excellent community service, or overcoming a personal challenge. XZero Sports wants to recognize the brightest stars in Arkansas by sharing their stories online for the world to enjoy. We call these people XZero Heroes, and we believe their stories should be shared with the world. Nominate your XZero hero today by visiting us at XZeroSports.com.
Reed. All
Uh-oh.
alone. Joe Quarius. Joe Reed. The jam. Here comes Savon. Front court mismatch. Puts it up. Dumps it in.
Are you kidding me?
Wow, what a play! The first win for Coach Dylan Hargrove as head coach of the men's basketball team here at National Park College. It's a good one. Your final score, 116-87. The Nighthawks win. Live from the Kettle on the campus of National Park College in Hot Springs, this is National Park Nighthawks basketball on XZero Sports, the next generation of Arkansas sports. Good evening, Nighthawk Nation. I'm Mark Oliver. Today's game is presented by the following sponsors: Allen Tillery Auto Group, Allen Tillery Chevy Buick GMC cheering on the Nighthawks tonight, as well as Tillery's Towing. They're looking for those dunks out there tonight, and we're expecting to see a few of them in what is expected to be a high-flying showdown. First Security Bank proudly sponsors Nighthawk men and women's basketball, and CHI St. Vincent celebrating Nighthawk athletics in 2021. After dropping a heartbreaking 74-70 decision to SAU Tech on the road Saturday, the Nighthawk men face 3 critical games this week in their quest to make the NJCAA regional tournament. First up is tonight's matchup with Cossatot, who downed the Nighthawks 83-69 on the road earlier this month. The Colts enter tonight's game as one of the top 3-point shooting teams in the nation. 6th in three-pointers made per game and 1st in three-point attempts per game, with 4 players shooting better than 33% from beyond the arc. The Nighthawks will have to work to control the perimeter tonight. Led by sharpshooting sophomores Joe Ramey and Cam Vick, Dylan Hargrove's Nighthawk men are looking to put a stop to the red-hot Colts tonight in search of their 4th conference victory of the year. Packed house tonight in the Kettle. It's the Nighthawks and the Colts. Tip-off is next right here on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Success comes with many challenges. At National Park College, we created programs that provide the tools to meet those challenges. Experience a university atmosphere at half the cost. Visit np.edu today and find your path.
Each day in Arkansas, many athletes and coaches are overcoming the odds and accomplishing great things in their communities. Whether it's a prestigious award, excellent community service, or overcoming a personal challenge. XZero Sports wants to recognize the brightest stars in Arkansas by sharing their stories online for the world to enjoy. We call these people XZero Heroes, and we believe their stories should be shared with the world. Nominate your XZero hero today by visiting us at XZeroSports.com.
here in Hot Springs. I'm Mark Oliver. We're ready for tip-off of tonight's conference showdown between the National Park Nighthawks and the Colts of UA Cossatot. Mating at midcourt will be number 5, Terry Anderson, facing off against freshman Joquarius Valry. Here's the opening tip-off. It's controlled by Nighthawk Nation, and we're underway. National Park College looking to avenge a loss on the road to Cossatot earlier this year. And quickly, Terry Anderson takes that to the hoop. He's blocked. The putback is up and in by Dylan Cheater for 2. A quick early lead for the Colts here in this one. Starting 5 for the Nighthawks, Cam Vick, Joe Ramey. There's Savon Traylor. He's joined by Kylil Anderson and Joquarius Valry. Offensive foul against Cam Vick, that's his first. And the Colts will have the basketball up 2-0. Special thank you to India Atkins helping us on camera this evening. Appreciate your help, 00. Great win earlier tonight. Just underway here in the first half. Driving in is Cameron Maxwell. Sky high, won't go. Rebound, Kylil Anderson. Here come the Nighthawks, headed the other way. Savon Traylor in on the wing. Bounce pass, Joe Ramey in the corner. Ramey and Traylor facing the Colts for the first time tonight. They did not play earlier this season on the road in DeQueen. Cam Vick, a long 3, won't go. Rebound picked up by Cameron Woods. And here come the Colts coming the other way. Bounce pass inside, has Cheater. Down low, up and in over Kylil Anderson. Dylan Cheater has the first 4 points of tonight's ball game and a 4-0 lead for the Colts of Cossatot. Cam Vick and the Nighthawks looking to answer back here. Here's Joquarius Valry with a hand in his face, won't get it. Terry Anderson has the rebound on the run. Coming the other way. Picked up, loose ball on the floor finally. We're going to have a jump ball called. It'll be an opportunity for Cossatot to right the ship here. Waiting for nothing. Rounding the perimeter are the Colts, looking for an opportunity on the inside. Terry Anderson. Dished out. Long 2 on its way, and it won't go. Joquarius Valry has a rebound. Here come the Nighthawks. Down in the corner, Savon Traylor. Anderson up high. 15 on the shot clock for the Nighthawks. Here's Valry to the hoop, looking for a foul. He's got a whistle. And Joquarius Valry heads to the free throw line for the first opportunity for the Nighthawks. He'll shoot 2. First one's good, and the Hawks are on the board. Valry sinks them both. That cuts the lead in half. 4-2. 17:33 to play. A travel. This is coming right back over to the Nighthawks. Joe Ramey jump pass, has Savon Traylor. Vick driving, kicked out to Anderson, and on the wing is Valry. Valry puts it up, and it's in. Valry with 4 quick points to tie the game. Cossatot coming the other way. That one's up and in. And the Colts regain the lead. Nighthawks looking to drive. Ramey floats one up in traffic, and it's up and in. That'll tie the game. It's 6. First points of the night for Joe Ramey. That one's out of bounds. Headed back to the home team. 16:40 to play It's been a fast one so far. Not a lot of stoppages in play yet in this one. Nighthawks on the move. Trailer, posts up, too short, gets his own board. Tries again, third time the charm. Yes, it is! Save on Trailer, count the bucket, there's a foul. The sophomore from Georgia heads to the free throw line here. There's save on. Free throw is good. A 9-6 lead for the Nighthawks. Coming the other way are the Colts, Cameron Maxwell. Maxwell, jump pass. Save on Trailer's got it. Nighthawks are looking to save the loose ball. They do. Joe Query as Valerie. A strong start to tonight's game for Valerie. Here's save on. Long three, and it's good. Save on Trailer boosts the Nighthawks to a 6-point lead. Long three coming the way. Other way, Terry Anderson can't get it. 6 of the Nighthawks' 12 points belong to Trailer. 4 belong to Joe Ramey. The Nighthawks out to an 8-point lead quickly. 15:33 to play. They're on a run. Colts looking to slow it down. Inside, Dylan Cheater. Cheater. Jump shot won't go. Rebound, Joe Ramey. Here come the Hawks on the run. Ramey to Anderson. Under the basket, a 10-point lead. Timeout on the floor. 15:09 to play. We're back after this. National Park Nighthawk basketball is on XZeroSports.com. (16-6) the Nighthawks on a eruption out of the gate here in the first half. 15:09 to play. I'm Mark Oliver with XZero Sports. Glad to have you with us on the broadcast tonight. If you're watching, let us know where you're watching from and who you're excited to see. Doesn't matter if you're a Colt fan or a Nighthawk fan or just a basketball fan in general. We want to hear from you. Let us give you a shout out on the air tonight. So a double-digit lead for the Nighthawks here early, paced by Save on Trailer. 6 points for him, 4 for Ramey, 4 for Valerie, and Kylil Anderson with that punctuation 2 under the basket. Nighthawks looking for revenge, needing a crucial conference win as we head into the final stretch of the regular season. Dylan Cheater, jump past Terry Anderson. On the wing. A three-pointer knocked down by Cameron Woods. First three-pointer of the game for the Colts. Nighthawks by 7. Out to Cameron Vick. Vick, Valerie, here's Ramey. Jump pass, out on the way. The wing, Trailer for 3, it's good! We've got a technical foul coming out. 9 points for Save on Trailer, 5 minutes and some change. The foul is against Save On, who got a little bit too happy on that 3. So that means free throws coming up for Terry Anderson of Cossatot. Anderson, the leading scorer for the Colts coming into today's game. First one's good. 3 points so far for number 5, Anderson. He'll make them both. Tied for the team lead on the Colts with Dylan Cheater is Terry Anderson. They each have 4. It's going to be Colt basketball. The lead is 8. Here comes Cameron Maxwell. Anderson on the wing, guarded by Valerie. Up high, Micah Yarber. Long 3, Woods. In and out, no good. Anderson looking for a second chance here. Down low, over 2 Nighthawks, and it's in. Quickly, 6 points for Terry Anderson. Vic looks to go coast to coast. Too short, picked up by Cheater. Here come the Colts. 4 points in a row for the Colts. They'll float that one up. There's a foul. The boys in red are headed to the free throw line. Foul is going to be against Kylil Anderson, his first. 3 fouls for NPC, 2 for Cossatot. That one's in for Cameron Maxwell. And slowly the Colts chip away at the lead. Coming into the game for Cossatot, number 24, Devin Howland. Maxwell knocks them both down. Quickly, it's a 4-point game. 6 in a row for the Colts. Ramey posts up, pulls up, can't get it. A rare miss for Joe Ramey, and the Colts continue driving. Cheater, blocked by Clardy! Sky high! Over to Joe Ramey. I don't know how he got that high. Terry Clardy doing what Terry Clardy does best. Here's Joe Ramey. Pulls back. He traveled. He's coming back the other way. Speaking of Terry Clardy, now's as good a time as any. He's your featured Nighthawk player of today's game, the former Wampus Cat. Been a sensational sophomore to watch this season. We'll talk to Terry at halftime tonight. There he is guarding Terry Anderson. 12:54 remaining. Maxwell for 3. It's good. That is 9 points in a row for the Colts. The Nighthawks look to cling to the lead here. Cam Vick. On the inside, Kaiser. Out to Vick for 3. Won't get it. Loose ball trailer. Saved by Savon. Floater for 2. Savon knocks it down. 11 points for Savon Trailer here in the first half. There's a dunk by Cameron Woods. Back and forth we go. 21-20. 12:09 to play. Ja'Kylan Kaiser over 2. Colts for 2. Kaiser's on the board for the first time tonight. 12 minutes remaining. Maxwell to the hole. Up. Kaiser's got the board. Loose ball. Dives for it. Anderson saves it. The Colts to the basket. We've got a whistle. Savon is down. A little slow to get up, but it looks like he's going to be okay. They're going to call Savon with a blocking foul. That's his second. 11 points for Savon, but now he has 2 personals. On the floor for the Nighthawks, Vic, Clardy, Kaiser, Ramey, and Trailer. Shout-outs to Coach Jacob Leonard out there cleaning up a spill. Leonard literally does it all for Nighthawk Nation. Glad to have him on our team. The Nighthawks look to ready Kylil Anderson here momentarily. Easy bucket for Cameron Woods. He has 7. It's a 1-point ball game again. Clardy in traffic finds Joe Ramey. Bounce pass inside, intercepted, picked up by Maxwell. Here come the Colts. Woods to Cheater. Running baseline, denied by Ramey. Saved by Clardy, but he stepped out of bounds. No, he traveled, excuse me. Either way, it's Colts basketball. Here comes Kylil Anderson. Save on trailer, sits with 2 fouls. Joquarius Valerie is in as well. Ramey takes a seat. Here we go. 11:25 and counting here in the first half. Handoff, Dylan Cheater up high, guarded by Vic out on the wing. Maxwell, the hot-handed Cameron Maxwell, regains the lead for the Colts. 7 points for Maxwell. They're spreading the wealth pretty evenly in the red. Great job by Valerie to save the ball for NPC. Vic is triple teamed. Loses his dribble. Here's Joquarius. Valerie. A charge foul. So that's going to give it back to Cossatot. Fan's not a fan of that call. National Park is 4-1 in the all-time series against the Colts. That one happened 16 days ago. Maxwell gets it to Woods. A collision with no whistle. Back to Dylan Cheater. Back up top, Terry Anderson. Anderson dished out. 5 on the shot clock. Woods denied. And an offensive foul. Joquarius Valerie took one for the team. 3rd foul on Cossatot, and that's the 1st on Cameron Woods. Nighthawks trail by 1. They led by as many as 10 early in this. It was 19-9. And now it's a 15-4 run for the Colts. That one's out of bounds. It's heading right back to Cossatot. The Nighthawks looking to regain momentum. A comfortable cushion obliterated by the Colts. 10:13 to play. Cheater up top, guarded by Kaiser. D. Williams. Howland for 3. In and out. Big board for the team leading rebounder, Joquarius Valerie. Jump past Vic. Valerie to Kaiser. Too short, gets his own board. The putback is good. There's a foul. 4 points tonight for Jakylan Kaiser from Conway. National Park has the lead back. Free throw, good. 5 points for Jakylan. 9:40 to play in the first half. What a game it's been. Terry Anderson double teamed. Driving, bounce pass. Howland's denied. Loose ball. Picked up by Cameron Vick. Here come the Hawks. Mismatch into the front court. Vick looking to go coast to coast. Puts it up too short. Kaiser saves it and it's in. 7 points for Kaiser. The Nighthawks looking to get their groove back. 9:10 to play. Maxwell to the hole. He's fouled. Nine points for Cameron Maxwell. Foul is on Kaiser, his first personal. Maxwell is a perfect 2 of 2 from the charity stripe tonight. Neither team has missed yet from the free throw line. Got it. 28-27. Ramey quickly looking for some help. There's Valerie for three. In and out, no good. Loose ball. Kaiser can't reel it in. It's going to be Cossatot basketball. The Colts are going to inbound with 8:57 to play. Guarded by Terry Clardy. That's Cameron Maxwell. 8:48 to play. Colts looking for the lead back. Maxwell, double teamed up high, 10 on the clock. Inside, turning and shooting. Won't go for Leighton Jackson. D. Williams, no. Rebound, Ramey. Ramey all the way to the hole. It's good. 6 points for Joe Ramey. $8:10 to play here in the first half. Anderson almost gets a steal. Long three, D. Williams won't go. Valerie has the board. Here come the Nighthawks. Ramey over to Clardy. Wide open for three. Won't go. In and out. Nighthawk basketball. Ramey will bring it in. Inside, Anderson. Kylil Anderson to the hole, and it's good. 4 points for Kylil. 5-point lead for the home team. 7:40 to play. Maxwell fires, can't get it. Another big rebound for Jacqueline Kaiser. Valerie, one-on-one, posts up, and it's in. 6 for Valerie. Maxwell and the Colts down by 7. It's been a game of runs so far. And the Nighthawks are in the middle of one. A floater for 2. That's good for Micah Yarber. He's on the board for the first time tonight. 34-29. Valerie for 3. Yes! 9 for Joquarius. Timeout on the floor. Cossatot wants a minute. We'll take it with him. 6:49 to play. The Nighthawks lead by 8. It's National Park Nighthawk basketball on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
$37-29 as we resume play here in Hot Springs. I'm Mark Oliver. Colts with the basketball here. 6:40 remaining in the first half. Cameron Maxwell guarded by Cam Vick. Here's Cameron Woods. There's a lot of Camerons on the floor. Long three, Terry Anderson won't go. Garrett Powell, who came in during the timeout, gets a big rebound. The Hawks are going to throw it away. Shout out to the Garrett Powell fan club watching back in Springboro, Ohio. Had a chance to meet some of you guys at the last home game. Thanks for your support of Nighthawk Nation. Maxwell hands off. Terry Anderson pressured by Vick. Yarber, nowhere to go. 8 on the shot clock. Woods. Inside, Anderson's going to have to make a play. There's a charge foul. Hats off to the Nighthawk defense. They weren't allowing anything. That is 3 fouls on Terry Anderson. the leading scorer for the Colts here in the first half. Nighthawks on the move. Powell up over 2. Colts can't get it. Clardy saves the day. Clardy puts up a shot in traffic. He's fouled. Headed to the free throw line. Terry Clardy looking for his first points of tonight's contest. While we've got a moment to look at Terry, I'd like to remind you that Terry Clardy is our featured Nighthawk player of tonight's game. The sensational sophomore, the man of steel. Might as well call him Superman. He's at the free throw line shooting 2. His interview coming up during the halftime segment of tonight's broadcast as Clardy makes the first one. One more coming for Terry Clardy Jr. He'll get it. The lead's back to 10 for the home team. .5:42 to play. Colts driving. That's Howland. Fed out. Long, wide open 3. Cameron Woods. 10 points tonight for Woods. He's got a couple of trays. 5:24 to play. Vick to Anderson. Bounce pass inside has Garrett Powell. In traffic, Powell under the hoop, and it's good. Number 10's on the board for the first time tonight. That extends the Nighthawk lead. 4:58 to play in the first half. Powell providing the pressure. Maxwell found a way home for 2. .12 points for Cameron Maxwell. Here's Cameron Vick. In traffic, can't get it. Rebound Yarber. Here come the Colts. Yarber drives. Misfires. Here's Joe Ramey on the run. Ramey 1-on-2. Dished out to Clardy. It's up and it's in. What a dime by Joe Ramey. Clardy at the line looking for the 3-point play. Clardy's a perfect 2 for 2 from the free throw line. He's got 4 points so far. Free throw is good. A 10-point lead for the Nighthawks. Cameron Maxwell. Dished out down low. Posting up is Yarber. He's blocked by Powell. Here comes Anderson. Here's a mismatch. Vick looking to take it home, and he does. Cameron Vick's on the board with a huge basket. The lead is 12. We've got an offensive foul, or excuse me, a blocking foul against National Park College. Kylil Anderson has number 2. Cameron Woods is at the free throw line. Knocks it in. He'll get them both. Back to a 10-point game. Valerie feeds Vick, long 3. It's good. Cam Vick is heating up. 5 quick points late in the first half here. 49-36, 3:28 to play. Maxwell for 3, won't go. Cossatot, one of the best three-point shooting teams in the nation. They're not falling. There's Valerie for 2. 11 points for Joquarius Valerie. 3:08 to play. Woods on the move. Hands off to Howland. Intercepted by Joe Ramey. Here's Terry Clardy. All alone. Up and down. What a dunk. Superman. Terry Clardy Jr. He's going to get a technical foul. If you ask him, he might say it's worth it. What a dunk. Coming the other way are the Colts. Terry Anderson. D. Williams to the hole, a charge foul. And this is going right back to Nighthawk Nation, 2:36 remaining in the first half. On the floor for the Nighthawks is Terry Clardy, Garrett Powell, Joe Ramey, Cameron Vick, and Joe Quarius Valry. Here come the Nighthawks. We got a foul off the ball. This one appears to be against the Colts. It is. D. Williams has his second. One and one coming up for Joe Ramey. 6 points tonight for Joe Ramey here in the early go. First one is in. One more coming for Joe Ramey. Love the hair, Joe. Just letting you know. 2:28 to play. Ramey gets them both. 8 points for Joe Ramey tonight. 2:20 to play in the first half. The Nighthawks are grooving. Long three, in and out, no good. Picked up by Vick, coming the other way. Vick, finesse move, coast to coast. It's too short. Howland with the board, and here they come. Quickly across the front court. Dished out. Maxwell. An offensive foul. A 19-point Nighthawk lead. After losing by 4 points to SAU Tech on Saturday, losing to Cossatot 83-69 earlier this month, they wanted to make a statement. So far, everything going according to plan. Garrett Powell over two Colts. Won't get it. Terry Anderson sky high for a board, and quickly here comes Cossatot. Dished out. Williams for two. It's too short. Rebound Powell. Here come the Nighthawks. Ramey, finesse move. It's good. We've got a whistle here. They're going to give a delay of game call to Joe Ramey. Looks like it's a warning. 10 points for Joe Ramey in this one. 126 and counting here in the first half. The Nighthawks lead by 21. What a surge. Williams hands off to Woods. 15 on the shot clock. Woods dished out. Here's Howland for three. In and out, no good. They're just not falling tonight. Cossatot has 3 trays. Valry to the hole. He's fouled. 11 points for Joquarius Valerie tonight. He heads to the free throw line for the second time tonight. Couple of shots coming up for 33. First one is good. Second shot, good. Under a minute to play in the first half. Anderson guarded by Valerie. Maxwell on the wing. D. Williams for three. It's good. And that's exactly what the Colts were looking for. Williams on the board for the first time tonight. Quickly to the hole is Cam Vick. Count the bucket. There's a foul. The Nighthawks out to 61 here in the first half. Vick at the line, attempting the three-point play. Savon Traylor's grandparents are watching back in Georgia. Traylor started off this game on fire. 11 quick points. He's sitting with 2 fouls, guys, but he'll be back. He really helped set the pace for the Nighthawks here early. Cam Vick at the line. Free throw coming up. Got it. Eight points for Cam Vick in this one. The Colts cannot hold. Anderson loses the ball. Here comes Clardy. Clardy looking to do it again. One-on-one, and he puts it in for 2. Nice bucket there for Clardy. He's up to 9 points here in the first half. 10 seconds remaining in the first half. Maxwell, a floater, it's good. Here come the Nighthawks. Final shot of the first half coming up. 2 seconds, Clardy floats it, and that's it for the first half of action here in Hot Springs. The Nighthawks erupt to a 64-41 halftime lead. We're back after this. It's halftime. Coming up, our featured Nighthawk Player of the Game interview with sophomore Terry Clardy Jr. First half stats on your way. This is National Park Nighthawks basketball on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Success comes with many challenges. At National Park College, we've created programs that provide the tools to meet those challenges. Experience a university atmosphere at half the cost. Visit np.edu today and find your path.
Each day in Arkansas, many athletes and coaches are overcoming the odds and accomplishing great things in their communities. Whether it's a prestigious award, excellent community service, or overcoming a personal challenge. XZero Sports wants to recognize the brightest stars in Arkansas by sharing their stories online for the world to enjoy. We call these people XZero Heroes, and we believe their stories should be shared with the world. Nominate your XZero hero today by visiting us at XZeroSports.com.
National Park Nighthawks basketball is on XZero Sports, the next generation of Arkansas sports. Our featured Nighthawk player for today's game, sophomore Terry Clardy Jr. Terry, welcome back officially to Nighthawk Nation. You were fun to watch in year one as a Nighthawk. Now back as a sophomore, we've seen you grown so much since your first days walking into this building. Tell me why it was important for you to make sure that you were back with this team for year number 2.
I would say just some of my teammates that were coming back. You know, we had a good team last year, and we didn't go as far as we expected to, but we want to make that happen this year.
And of course, the tournament is right around the corner. Another opportunity to do just that, go where this team couldn't go a year ago. You got a lot of new faces this year. You guys are fun to watch, as you always have been. And your role has changed a little bit. You don't maybe have as many minutes as you did last year, but you still make the most of those minutes when you're hitting the floor. And Terry, I got to say, I don't know anybody on this team that goes harder on defense than you do. When the other team has the ball, your mission seems to be to get that ball back. You're leading the team in steals. You're fun to watch out there, and I've got to know what's driving you out there. They get the rock, defensive rebound, whatever, and they're headed the other way. It's like a light switch clicks on you. Tell me more about what it means and what it takes for you to go out there and get your job done.
Well, I just really don't like to lose. And, sometimes you have teammates that want to give up, so I try to show by example what not giving up looks like. And, I try to play hard, and, yeah.
You guys have won some big games this season. You've lost some close ones this season. I know you want to get SAU Tech back. I know you want to get University of Arkansas Cossatot back. On the road earlier this month, you go down to DeQueen. You came back empty. And that was the first time in school history that this team lost to the Colts. I know you've been thinking about this game today with the Colts coming back. They're looking to make it 2 in a row against you guys. What can you tell me about the game plan for this game? And what does this game mean, not only for you personally, but for you and your teammates to try to get a dub today?
We feel like we're the better team, and we made a lot of mistakes that game, and we focused on those mistakes we made, which we're going to try to fix them tonight.
Only a couple games left here at home in the Kettle. You guys usually play lights out here. It's a fun atmosphere. You fill the stands. These people go crazy for you guys when you hit the floor. What has it meant to play in front of the Hot Springs crowd this year?
When people see you play good, they're going to come find you and let you know. So that's always good. It makes you feel good.
Terry, a question for you here. There's a lot of players out there, prospective players, high school players, or maybe players just looking to continue their basketball career. They may be watching this right now, and they see what you've done. They see what you've accomplished as a Nighthawk. What advice might you give to a young athlete or just another athlete out there that's hoping to continue their basketball career on the next level?
Well, my dad is a coach, so since I've been growing up, he's been telling me, if the only way you're going to win is if you outwork the other person. So I try to bring that and just know that you can always get better at something. You're not the best at everything, Yeah, you always got room for improvement.
Terry, it's been so fun to watch you here in Nighthawk Blue these past couple of years. Congratulations on being featured player for tonight's game. Is there anybody that you'd like to say hello to who may be watching?
Hey, Mama, Dad. Hey, Alexis. Hey, Chloe. What's up, X? That's it.
Terry Clardy Jr. of the Nighthawk men's basketball team. More on today's game coming up next. This is National Park Nighthawks basketball on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Success comes with many challenges. At National Park College, we've created programs that provide the tools to meet those challenges. Experience a university atmosphere at half the cost. Visit np.edu today and find your path.
Each day in Arkansas, many athletes and coaches are overcoming the odds and accomplishing great things in their communities. Whether it's a prestigious award, excellent community service, or overcoming a personal challenge. XZero Sports wants to recognize the brightest stars in Arkansas by sharing their stories online for the world to enjoy. We call these people XZero Heroes, and we believe their stories should be shared with the world. Nominate your XZero hero today by visiting us at xzerosports.com.
Back in action here in Hot Springs. Glad to have you with us this evening. I'm Mark Oliver. Start of the second half between the Colts and the Nighthawks. National Park erupting to a 64-41 decision at the end of the first 20 minutes. And there's a big three right there for the Nighthawks to kick it right off in the second half. The Nighthawks thriving here, looking for a little bit of revenge, of course, after falling to Cossatot earlier this month. And it's a big game in terms of the NJCAA Region 2 tournament picture, where Cossatot currently sits in the 3 spot, 5-3 in conference play on the year. National Park sits in the tied in the 4th spot with North Ark, 3-4 this season. Save on trailer, posts up for another 3, knocks that one down. I know his grandparents are watching back in Georgia. He's back. Out to a hot start to start the second half of action here in Hot Springs. That one knocked down, big 3-pointer there. And we keep trading buckets here early. 70-46. Ramey scoots inside, nowhere to go, finds Cam Vick out on the wing. Stays with the dribble, here's Joe Quirius Valerie. Just out to save on. Vick for a deep 3 off the rim. Now we've got a foul over the back. This one's against Valerie. It's gonna go back to the Colts. Second team foul for NPC. 3 fouls on Joe Quirius Valerie tonight. $18:33 and counting. Just underway really in the second half here in Hot Springs, where the Nighthawks hold a big lead. Terry Anderson, cross court, Micah Yarber, who reels it in. They'll try Dylan Cheater in the corner. Cheater drives in, too short. Anderson turns off of save-on trailer for 2. $18 minutes remaining in the second half. Trailer up high, scoots back. Looking for the offense to set something up here. Shot clock didn't start. Trailer laughs it off because I think he was about to drain one. They're going to have to talk things over and try to figure out where the Nighthawks should be on the shot clock. On the floor for NPC, it's Vic, Clardy, Anderson, Ramey, and Trailer. They'll agree on 21 seconds. Ramey feeds it in, Terry Clardy. Vic, nowhere to go inside. Running the perimeter is Clardy. 7 on the shot clock. Ramey in traffic. Loose ball picked up by Anderson. Here come the Colts. Nighthawks are backpedaling. Count the bucket. There's a foul. A 20-point ball game. Anderson's at the charity stripe, looking for the three-point play. In and out, no good. Ramey with the rebound. Here come the Nighthawks. Vic, past Cheater, trapped down low, needs help. He stepped out of bounds. Cossatot is capable of clawing back into this thing if you let him. One of the league's premier three-point shooting teams. Micah Yarber misses down low. There's Savon Trailer. Bounce pass, Vic for 3. Wide open, he drains it. Vic into double figures tonight with 11. The lead is 23. Terry Anderson looks to answer with one of his own. It's saved by the Colts. Ramey stays with it, though. Nighthawk rock. 16:36 to play. Ramey to the hole, too short. Picked up by Dylan Cheater. Here comes Cossatot. Kickball. Saved by Cameron Woods. Yarber dashes in, goes down hard. Jump ball. Landed on his left arm. It looks like he's going to be okay. Here comes Jacob Leonard to save the day. Getting a golf clap from Savon Trailer. I have a feeling Savon's going to make up for that one in practice tomorrow. 16:24 to play. Here's Maxwell. Inside has Anderson. Resetting up high, Josh Howland. Cameron Maxwell driving. Fadeaway floater won't go. Rebound, Ramey. On the run. Ramey, one-on-one down low. Finesse move. It's good. An impressive basket for Ramey, who now has 12. We've got a foul. This one looks like it's going to be against Cossatot. That's against Cameron Maxwell, and that's his 4th. The leading scorer for the Colts tonight in deep foul trouble. The lead is 25, just under 16 minutes to play. We got a whistle here. I believe maybe there's some words being exchanged, but they're looking at Terry Anderson. So we'll see how they score it here. There's at least, I think it's offsetting fouls. I believe it's Joe Ramey on one end. It's Terry Anderson on the other end. First foul for Ramey, but now that's 4 fouls on Terry Anderson. So the 2 leading scorers for the Colts, both facing 4 fouls apiece. And that could spell trouble for the Colts from DeQueen. Nighthawks looking to put the foot on the gas here, up by 25. Both Maxwell and Anderson sit with 4 fouls. Cossatot can't afford to lose either of them. Leighton Jackson's in the game. Here's the Nighthawks. Trailer on the wing. Pulls up for 3. Off the rim. Jackson with the board. Here come the Colts. Cameron Woods resets up high. Howland, hands off. D. Williams. Here's Cameron Woods again. Woods, hand off. Now Jackson, a short 2. It's good. Leighton Jackson has his first points of the ball game. Nighthawks coming the other way. Cam Vick, too short. Picked up D. Williams. Vick looking to get that rock back. Cameron Woods up, and Jackson won't go. Anderson the board. Here come the Nighthawks. Clardy quickly into the front court. Terry Clardy to Kaiser. Too short. Back and forth we go. The Rock stays with Cossatot. 14:50 to play. Williams, a deep 3. In and out, no good. Rebound, Ja'Kylan Kaiser. $14:34 to play. Clardy. Handoff, trailer. 5 on the shot clock. We've got a carrying call. This one's going to go back to Cossatot. Big break for the Colts. 14:18 to play. Williams to Woods. Handoff, Leighton Jackson. 14 minutes remain here in the ball game. Williams driving. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson turns and fires. Clardy got a hand on it. Vick saves it. Here comes the home team. Vick looking to go coast to coast. Errant pass out of bounds back to Cossatot. So here comes Cameron Rolke. The Spa City native comes in off the bench. Back in the game is Terry Anderson and Cameron Maxwell. Howland hands off to Anderson on the wing. Trying to get inside the perimeter here. 12 on the shot clock. Williams trades off with Maxwell. Maxwell driving. Spin move. Jackson, short 2. Terry Anderson can't get it. Saved by Kaiser. Here we go. 13:09 to play. Terry Clardy dashes to the hoop. He's going to lose it. Back over to Cossatot. Here comes Anderson. 13 minutes to go. Terry Anderson. Bounce pass inside, knocked away. Rolke got a hand on it. Kaiser controlled it. Here's Vick to Clardy. Can't make the connection. They'll reset. Clardy looking for a whistle. Posts up, pulls up. He settles for 2. He got it one way or another. Lead is 25. Maxwell dashes inside, out of bounds. Nighthawk rock. Joquarius Valree and Joe Ramey enter the fray. Here comes Garrett Powell. Clardy, Vick, and Trailer take a seat. For the Nighthawks, it's Rolke, Kaiser, Powell, Valree, and Ramey. 12:31 to play. Here's Valree. He's double teamed. Passes knocked away by Maxwell, but he can't control it. Goes right back to the Nighthawks. Ramey brings it in. Inside is Rolke. Double team. Valree, here we go. Crossing the timeline. Behind the back. Valerie down low. Kaiser saves it for 2. 9 points for Jacqueline Kaiser. Anderson scoots. There's Williams on the wing. Nearly loses the rock. Howland to the hole for 2. First points for Devin Howland tonight. Inside is Powell. Here we go. Cameron Rolke on the run. Dashing down low. Looking to finish to Kaiser, won't get it. National Park basketball. 11:44 to play. Powell on the inside. Dribbling. Turns and fires. Won't go. Valerie comes up with the rock. Put back. There's a foul. Joquarius Valerie had 13 points to lead the Nighthawks in the first half. Looking for his first points of the second half. Hoping to push the home team to 80. He does. One more coming for Valerie. Got them both. 15 points for the freshman from Houston, Texas. Micah Yarber to Woods, who's backed up by Garrett Powell. Throws up a behind-the-back prayer. We've got a foul. That's on Powell. First personal on Garrett tonight. 5 team fouls for NPC here in the second half. Inside is Terry Anderson. Reach in foul. This one's going to be on Cameron Rolke. Fouls beginning to rack up here for the Nighthawks, who have 6. That's Rolke's first. Bounce pass inside. Dylan Cheater swatted away, picked up by Rolke. Here come the Nighthawks. Rolke to Ramey. Here we go. 11:04 to play. Thrown across. Saved by Rolke. Almost a backcourt. Here's Valerie looking to finish strong. Ramey drives in. Not afraid to go 1-on-4, and it shows. Ramey sinks it. 14 points for the sophomore. Maxwell's going to lose the rock. Out of bounds. Nighthawk basketball. The Nighthawks looking to get back up by 20. That one's going to be knocked away. It's going to stay with Cossatot. Jacqueline Kaiser's back into the game. Kaiser, Ramey, Powell, Valerie, and Rolke for NPC. Maxwell will bring it in. Floated up deep. There's Terry Anderson. Anderson threads the needle, knocked away. Stays with Cameron Woods. Yarber on the move, 10 on the shot clock. Up over 2 Nighthawks, won't go. Loose ball, Rolke. Cross court has Valerie. 1-on-1. Valerie, finesse move. Won't finish. Powell with the board. Powell with the putback. 4 points tonight for Garrett Powell. As we approach the midway point of the second half. Cheater out on the wing. Yarber in and out. Powell with the rebound. Here come the Nighthawks. Up by 21. Joquarius Valerie brings it into the front court. Ramey out to Rolke. Posts up, wide open, 2, won't get it. Loose ball, Powell's got a board. Powell tries to put back, won't go. Rebound on the run, Micah Yarber. Kicked out. Woods pulls up for 2, it won't go. Here's Ramey. 9:15 to play. Ramey and the Nighthawks look to cruise. Trying to take those seconds away here in the second half. Rolke to Ramey. Steps in. Powell for 3! A big tray for Garrett Powell. He leads the team in three-point percentage at 53.3. It's going up on that one. 7 points for Powell. Blocked by Kaiser. They'll throw it away, a souvenir for a fan here in the stands. I believe that's Parker Hudnall making a catch. Coach Hudnall, if you're watching, your boy was paying attention. (88-54). Cam Vicks on the floor. And I'm going to go ahead and say it because I don't think I'll get another chance to say it tonight. We have Cameron Rolke, Cameron Vick, Cameron Maxwell, and Cameron Woods all on the floor at the same time. The field is 40% Camerons. Nighthawk rock up high, 8:13 to play. Vick inside, DeMarcus Johnson. The freshman checks in. Big Tex has 2. The Nighthawks have 90. Anderson driving. He's fouled. He's headed to the line, shooting 2. Nighthawks came to battle tonight. Full tank, ready to go. 2 fouls on Johnson tonight as the first free throw sails in. Here comes Cade Schaefer in for Cam Rolke. Knocks it down. Shout-outs to Nighthawks softball. They got a big doubleheader win today over North Arkansas College up in Harrison. They're making the trip back. Nighthawk softball also swept SAU Tech on Saturday. 4 in a row for Nighthawk softball. They're turning it on right in the heart of the season. 90-61 here in the Kettle. 7:27 to play. Here's Vick. Dashing in. Floater. Won't go. Rebound, Woods. Woods tries to lay it in too short. DeMarcus Johnson with a rebound. Here come the Hawks. Anderson dashing, looking to bring it home. He's fouled. Kylo Anderson, 4 points in today's game. That stops the clock at 7:06. It's the first foul on Micah Yarber tonight. Got it. A 30-point lead for the home team. Anderson knocks them both down. Seven minutes remaining in this one. Anderson feeds Woods. Long 3 from the corner. Anderson won't get it. Schaefer boxing out. Here's a long 3, Cameron Maxwell. That one will go. 17 points for Maxwell tonight. Anderson to Vick. He'll reset back on the wing. 6:32 to play. A laser to DeMarcus Johnson. Too short at the rim. Picked up by Howland. Here's Dylan Cheater. Cheater pulls up for three. It's good. 7 points for Dylan Cheater tonight. Nighthawks with a comfortable pad here. This one's stolen by Terry Anderson. Anderson's going to dunk that one in. No bucket. Foul on the floor. The foul looks like it's going to be against Cade Schaefer. That'll send Anderson to the free throw line instead. Knocks that one down. And another one for Anderson. 92-69. 6:05 to play. Here's Cameron Vick. Out to Anderson. Bounce pass. Ramey. Easy. 16 points for Joe Ramey tonight. Here's Anderson on the wing. He'll try for a three of his own. It's in and out. Saved by Savon. .536 remaining. Vick and the Nighthawks can feel it. Driving in. Out to Valerie on the wing for three. Joe Quarius Valerie. 18 points for the freshman. He leads the Nighthawks in scoring tonight. What a big party for 33. Cheater for three. Knocks that one down. And those three-pointers, they're starting to come out. Cheater's up to 10 points. We've got a timeout. Down on the floor. 5:07 remaining. 97-72. We're back after this. It's National Park Nighthawk basketball on XZeroSports.com. .507 remaining in this one here in Hot Springs. The Nighthawks looking to sweep the Colts here in conference action on a Monday night. I'm Mark Oliver, Joe Ramey, and Joe Quarius Valerie leading the way for the Nighthawks here late. 5 minutes to play. Ramey guarded by Terry Anderson. Two of the best shooters this conference will see this year. Save on Trailer, knocks down the three, and that sends the Nighthawks to triple digits. Trailer's been alive from the perimeter as Maxwell's going to drain one. A 25-point game. Vick on the inside, feeds Ramey behind the back. Ramey has 18. Colts lose the rock. Here's Valerie. Cross court, Ramey. One-on-one. Ramey tries to feed Valerie. Can't get it done. It's out of bounds. Headed back to Cossatot. 102-75. 4:10 remaining in the ball game. Kickball here. Cheater picked it up with a foot on both sides of the hemispheres. Maxwell Feeds it out to Howland. Long three with a hand in his face. Won't go. Here's Anderson with the rebound. Kylil looks to go coast to coast. Rolls out. Cameron Woods at the board. Cossatot rock. Cheater for three. He's done it again. 3 big second half threes for Dylan Cheater. There's a reach and foul. That's going to be on Devin Howland. D. Williams comes into the game for Cossatot. 102-78, 3:31 remaining. Inside to Savon Treeler. Ramey posts up around Cheater, spin move. Puts one up looking for a whistle, can't get it. Valerie will get a whistle. And Joquarius Valerie is headed to the free throw line where he is a perfect 6 of 6 tonight. No other player on the floor has had more opportunities than Joquarius Valerie tonight. He has 18 points heading into this opportunity. First one good. Fresh faces coming in for Nighthawk Nation. Braylon McKinley and Tyler Tolliver hit the floor. Notorious Nelson will join NPC on the floor here late. Valerie has 20. By my mark, we've got a Nighthawk with 20 and 2 with 19. What an effort tonight. Howland posts up for 2. It's good. Under 3 minutes to play. Valerie picked up by Howland, coming the other way. Fed to Cheater for 3. Off the mark, picked up by Tyler Tolliver. Tolliver, cross court, looking to set up Anderson. Up under the hoop, it's in. 8 points for Kylil. 2:30 remaining in tonight's action. Long three, Terry Anderson won't go. Rebound, Anderson. Kylil trots into the front court, bounce pass inside, Notorious Nelson. Nelson in traffic, won't go. Rebound, D. Williams. Here come the Colts. 2:11 to play. Williams guarded by Tolliver. Howland for 3. Off the mark. Loose ball. Still fighting for it. On the ground. Cheater comes up with it for 3. No. 1:50 to play. Williams resets up high. Inside is Anderson. Anderson finishes for 2. Not sure what happened to Braylon McKinley. We got a timeout, I believe, on the floor. No timeout after all for Dylan Hargrove and the Nighthawks. Cade Schaefer's back on the floor. The Nighthawks are going to bring in some new faces. On the floor is McKinley, Nelson, Schaefer, Tolliver, and Anderson. What a performance tonight by the home team. That one's out of bounds, staying with NPC. The future of Nighthawk basketball is bright with a lot of these faces on the floor here. Inside, Kylil Anderson, 1:20 to play. That one's intercepted, picked up by D. Williams. Williams driving, dished out to Cheater, no one's there. National Park College will pick up its 4th conference win of the season. That keeps pace as they try to upend North Arkansas College. And the Nighthawks have an opportunity to even send the Pioneers out of the tournament with continued success later this week. Jackson with the rebound. Here's Cheater, less than a minute to play. Howland to the hoop. Tipped up, won't go. It's out of bounds. Cossatot basketball. Clock stopped at 44.9. The Nighthawks will reach double-digit wins with number 10 just seconds away. First season for Dylan Hargrove as head coach. After losing on the road in DeQueen back on March 6th, they had this one circled. 30 seconds left. Yarber on the wing. In traffic, won't go. It's out of bounds. Nighthawk basketball. And National Park College can hold on to the rock and sail to their 10th victory of 2021. They'll get it across the timeline. The Colts want that ball. Stolen by Howland. And now a collision here. Clock stopped with 4 seconds left. And Micah Yarber is going to shoot free throws before this one's said and done. In and out. And the Nighthawks can hold. Anderson across the timeline. This game is over. 106-82. The Nighthawks win. They down Cossatot and complete the sweep tonight for National Park College. We'll take a break. We're back to wrap things up here in Hot Springs. It's National Park Nighthawk basketball on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Success comes with many challenges. At National Park College, we created programs that provide the tools to meet those challenges. Experience a university atmosphere at half the cost. Visit np.edu today and find your path.
Each day in Arkansas, many athletes and coaches are overcoming the odds and accomplishing great things in their communities. Whether it's a prestigious award, excellent community service, or overcoming a personal challenge. XZero Sports wants to recognize the brightest stars in Arkansas by sharing their stories online for the world to enjoy. We call these people XZero Heroes, and we believe their stories should be shared with the world. Nominate your XZero hero today by visiting us at XZeroSports.com.
Final score tonight, 106-82. The Nighthawks win. That's number 10 on the season for Dylan Hargrove's Nighthawk men. 10-6 on the year. 4-4 in conference play. And that puts National Park College right back in the driver's seat for one of the 4 conference positions for the upcoming NJCAA Region 2 tournament. SAU Tech and ASU Mid-South, 1-2 coming into tonight's game. Cossatot was in the number 3 spot, now sitting at 5-4. National Park College has an opportunity to get conference win number 5 on Thursday. It'll actually be the final home game of 2021. It's sophomore night here in the Kettle as we honor all of National Park's sophomores who've contributed great things to the program this season. That's Cam Vick, Terry Clardy Jr., Tyler Tolliver, Savon Traylor, Alvin Kennedy III, Joe Ramey, Cam Rolke, and Jakylan Kaiser. The Nighthawks secure 2 wins tonight. The Nighthawk men winning, of course, as well as the Nighthawk women coming up with a big win, 80-74 over the Lady Colts. And that sets up a huge showdown with South Arkansas Community College right here in the Kettle. 5 p.m. the women tip off. 7 p.m. the men will tip off right here on XZero Sports. Getting it done for the Nighthawks tonight, leading the way with 20 points, freshman from Houston, Texas, Joquarius Valree. Joe Ramey finished with 18 tonight. Savon Traylor had 17 tonight. 14 for Cam Vick, 11 for Terry Clardy, 9 for Jakylan Kaiser, 8 for Kylil Anderson, and 7 points tonight for Garrett Powell in the win. Special thank you once again to our sponsors for tonight's game, Allen Tillery Auto Group, Allen Tillery Chevy Buick GMC. Terry Clardy had a dunk to remember, and Tillery's Towing will remember that one tomorrow morning. Thank you for your support. First Security Bank celebrating a couple of Nighthawk wins tonight, and CHI St. Vincent celebrating the Nighthawks in 2021. I'm Mark Oliver with XZero Sports. Want to give a special thank you to my lovely wife, the beautiful Mrs. Hannah Oliver, tuning in tonight in Hot Springs. My 3 wonderful boys, Michael, Ben, and River Oliver, celebrating wins for the Nighthawk men and women tonight. Like to remind you that XZero Sports is the next generation of Arkansas sports and your home for Nighthawk athletics this season. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/XZero Sports. Subscribe to us on YouTube and ring that bell to be notified when we go live. Follow our journey online at XZeroSports.com. 106-82, the men win. The women picking up a big win, 80-74 as well. We'll be back on Thursday for Nighthawk basketball against the Shooting Stars of South Ark. I'm Mark Oliver. This one's for the Nighthawks. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.